After the success of the Naomi hardware, Sega set out to create a new arcade system in 1998. A year later, the Hikaru arcade system was ready for primetime with the release of Brave Firefighters. At the time, it was one of the most complex graphics games due to its lighting and particle effects. Indeed, the Hikaru hardware was far more powerful than the Naomi system, but unfortunately, it was also more expensive and difficult to develop. Due to its complexity, only a few arcade games were developed for the system. Altogether, 6 arcade titles were released, including Brave Firefighters, Star Wars Racer Arcade, NASCAR Arcade, Planet Harriers, Air Trick, and the Japanese title. Among the 6 games, Planet Harriers was considered as having the best video game graphics at the time when it was released in 2000. The last game for the Hikaru system was released in 2001. Thereafter, Sega decided to abandon the Hikaru system altogether in favor of continuing Naomi development. That development eventually became the Naomi 2 arcade system. In this tutorial, I will show you how to install and set up the Hikaru system using the Demu emulator in Batocera. Among the 6 games, 5 are playing rather well within Demu or play just as well as they do in Windows. Are you ready to check out the Hikaru system in Batocera? Let's do it! Greetings everyone, and welcome to Batocera Nation, the #1 fan site and channel for Batocerans. As mentioned earlier, today we're going to cover Sega Hikaru arcade system. After my last tutorial, I became curious about the Demu emulator running in Batocera. As a matter of fact, you can see here, we got the Gelco arcade system mentioned in this page, and we also have the Sega Hikaru system also mentioned in this page, both of which are supposed to be running in the Demu emulator. But as you know, we don't have Demu up and running in Batocera. So I decided to reach out to Atari, who's one of the team members from Batocera, and I asked him how I could get Demu up and running because I wanted to run arcade games from the Sega Hikaru and the Gelco arcade systems. He informed me that the Batocera team was originally planning to include Demu with Batocera 33. However, for some unknown reason, at the last minute, they pulled it out. Thereafter, he kindly offered to share with me a Batocera build with Demu included. From that build, he suggested I could create a portable installation guide of Demu for those who were interested in exploring the Sega Hikaru system and the Gelco arcade system. I gladly accepted his offer and immediately began to experiment with it. Consequently, I'm happy to share that the Demu portable installation guide is ready for prime time. Again, this would not have been possible without Atari's help, and I'm very grateful for his contribution. So, let's get to it. Now, the first thing you need to understand is that you can only run Demu on the 64-bit PC system. It won't work on other systems. Secondly, you will also need a graphics card that supports Vulkan. Indeed, I've tried this on an Intel 1165 G7 running Intel Iris, a AMD 4800U system, and a PC system running on a NVIDIA 1650 graphics card. In all 3 cases, it worked, but it worked best on the AMD and NVIDIA systems. Thereafter, you're also going to need to go to the Internet Archive, okay, archive.org, and for the games themselves, you're going to have to type this, Sega Hikaru Batocera. Just type that, you should get one hit. Go ahead and download that. And of course, you're also going to need to go to my website, at BatoCeraNation.com, and then scroll down to the very bottom of the page, and you're going to see 3 different files. The files you're going to need to download from my website will include this one right here, Sega-Hikaru. You also have this one, E_system Demu, and finally you also have the Demu folder as well. Okay, these will come from my website. This one and this one. This one here came from the archive.org. Okay, unzip everything. And this file, plus this folder will go in specific locations in Batocera. I'm going to show you that in a little bit. Alright, so on my folder right here, Sega Hikaru, you're not going to find any games at all. Instead, you're going to find the game controller settings for all the games, plus all the material that's been scraped for all these games. All right, go ahead and select all that. Control A and copy that. Copy that into this folder. This is the one you downloaded from archive.org. And just paste everything there first. Okay? And of course, this is what you're going to copy into your game folder in Batocera. Alright, let's go ahead and copy all these folders and files and put them into a portable drive. And then we'll copy that into Batocera. So let's go ahead and load up Batocera and I'll show you the next steps. Alright, so when Batocera, let's go ahead and press F1. And let's go to my portable folder right here. Again, these are the files that you're going to need to copy into Batocera. So let's go ahead and start with the first one, Demu. Go ahead and copy that. We're going to put that, let's go up, use the data, go to saves, and from there go and copy and paste it right there. And there it is. Okay? Alright. Let's go back over here. Let's go back to my portable folder right here. Alright. The second folder, of course, is the games folder. Go ahead and copy that. Just go into the games folder right there and paste it. And right there. There it is. Hikaru right there. Alright. And the last file, let's go back to share, is this one right here. Go ahead and copy that. And we're going to put that, let's go up to user data, system, configs, emulation station, and that's where you need to paste it right there. Just go ahead and paste it. Okay? And that's it. From there, go ahead, go to File, and close Windows. Once you do that, go ahead and press Start in your gamepad, go into Game Settings, and update Games List. And there it is. Now, in this theme, Batocera Club Reload, this theme already has Sega Hikaru already built into the theme. So I don't have to do anything special. It automatically will find it. Your theme may not have Sega Hikaru already built in. So therefore that means you're not going to have this fancy logo that's already included in Batocera Club Reloaded. Alright? Alright, let's go in there. You can see there on the games, and everything is already scraped for you. Alright? Notice here too, you got two games here, both the same title. One says original, and the other one does not. Of course, this is the original game itself, and this is the revised version of the game. So this is the more up-to-date version of the game. Same thing with NASCAR Racing. The original and the more up-to-date game. Alright? Alright, let's go ahead and press Select in your gamepad. Let's go into Advanced System Options. Alright. Let's go into Video Mode. You got two options. You can go into Maximum 1080p or Maximum 480p. Those are really much your options. Now, if you want to play these games the original look and feel, now let's just stick with this one, right? And then leave this to auto and leave this to, let's put this to on, all right? And let me show you. Furthermore, all these games have already controller settings already assigned to it, all right? And this is how it looks. You can change things if you want to as well. All right. So let's go ahead, select the first game. The first time it loads up, it's going to take a while before it loads up. Alright, you can see the menu screen right there. You don't want the menu screen, press R3, and that will go into full screen. And that's true for all the games. R3 will go into full screen. This is the problem with the emulator itself. Happens also in Windows. You have to create commands in Windows for it to go to full screen. But for Batocera, just press R3. Alright, so your other option is let's go back to Advanced System Options. And let's go into 1080p mode. Aspect ratio, go ahead and put 16:9. Right? Leave that on, and let's go back. Alright, let's try it out again. You can see you got the game here in full screen. Alright, from there, go ahead and press R3 again, and that will bring you to full screen. Right there. 16:9. And that's how you can also play the game. So the choice is yours how you want to set it up. I prefer this method. Now then, before I show you some gameplay of these games, let me also highlight this right here, Brave Firefighters. Once again, I tried this out with the Iris Pro, AMD 4800U, and with the NVIDIA PC system. It turns out for the Iris Pro, it does load up properly. In fact, you can play with it, but around halfway around the game or so, the graphics kind of mess up. So it does not work. This problem does not present itself with an AMD computer or with a NVIDIA computer. So again, you're going to be limited if you try to play this with an Intel integrated graphics chip. Alright, let's go ahead and show you some gameplay of these games. Before we proceed, let me also share with you that the select button on your gamepad adds coins to the arcade system. The start button will start the game. The hotkey of the start button will exit the game altogether. Finally, I also want to point out that these games play exactly the same as they do in Windows. Since the Demu emulator was never completed, some of the games will have graphical glitches, but they are nonetheless playable. Now let me go ahead and share with you some gameplay.
Ready, go! Got it! Going for combo! There's a combo! Is this gonna work? Hit it! Oh, that's disappointing! 3. How's it gonna be? Oh, that one did not work. Open all hoses. Time bonus. Time bonus. Time bonus. No time bonus. It's still burning. No time bonus. Captain. 2, 1, go. Green, go, 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 go. The race is underway. Line up one at a time. Come on, step on. Clear. In front of you. In front of you. Good job. Now get to 20 seconds. Outside. Clear. Clear all round. Outside.
You're approaching the boss. Alcandra.
Well, that's a wrap. If you found this video useful, please go ahead and like it. That would really help me out with YouTube's algorithms. If this is your first time watching a video from Batocera Nation, then I highly encourage you to check out our YouTube channel, as well as our website at batoceranation.com. That will give you a great overview of what Batocera is all about and whether this will meet your emulating needs. Finally, I want you to know I've got a lot more videos coming up, so therefore please consider subscribing so that you'll stay on top of the latest and greatest of Batocera. As a matter of fact, next time, we're going to be looking at games from Gelco. For those of you who don't know, Gelco is a company from Spain that published 2D arcade games in the 1980s and 3D arcade games in the 1990s and the early 2000s. For our next video, we're going to focus on a collection of the 3D games, including the game that gave birth to Crazy Taxi. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time on Batocera Nation. Bye.